Welcome to the world of probiotic foods. This is Cultured Food Life with your host, Donna Schwenk.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me. And today I want to talk to you about yogurt and kefir and how it can help keep you young. Now, I remember the day that I learned that the human gut held as much as 6 pounds of bacteria. I couldn't believe I hadn't known this, and I wanted to know more about the trillions of microbes that lived in me and how they helped me grow and thrive. And in the process, I knew that I could live a healthier life. So that was, when was that? That was a long time ago. That was 2.5 decades ago. And much has changed in my body and life since that day. And bacteria not only fill my body, but my mind. And it has made my life quest to understand all that bacteria can do and pass it on to you as much as I can learn. There's so much to learn about this that I couldn't possibly even learn it all in my lifetime. But what I do learn, I want to tell you about it. So there wasn't much research when I first started eating and making these probiotic foods, but there is now. And it is so thrilling to see all the things that I have known for years come to fruition and then some. I just had to be patient and keep talking about it. And I tend to live in my own little world with this. And for some reason, I don't realize that not everybody's doing what I'm doing sometimes. And my family stays really healthy because of these different probiotic foods we eat. And I saw a really exciting article the other day. It was like about a week ago or something. And it was talking about this woman who had lived to be 117 years old. She reportedly ate 3 servings of a Bulgarian yogurt every day. And Bulgarian yogurts are very unique, which you'll learn about more in this podcast. And they are fermented with 2 very specific strains, Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus. And researchers have actually examined her gut microbiome, and she had exceptionally high levels of beneficial bacteria like bifidobacteria, which is often linked to yogurt consumptions. But while yogurt alone may not be the only reason that she lived to 117, there are many other factors. We do know that a healthy microbiome will support longevity, and especially the more bifidobacteria you have, because they call that the young bacteria. And it's one of those special species in your gut that is affected by other species. Now, for instance, these yogurts do not contain bifidobacterium. Kefir doesn't always contain bifidobacteria. But what happens with these special strains and the ones in kefir, it drops the pH in the gut, which makes it, pathogens don't want to abide there. So they kind of go away, and then bifido can grow like crazy. And so having these types of yogurts in your diet and kefir all will support the microbiome of having more bifidobacteria. And the more bifidobacteria you have, the stronger your immune system, and it helps you to live longer and healthier. And that's pretty much documented in many, many studies. Now, I want to talk to you about how diverse your microbiome is and how it develops over your lifetime. And it really reflects a lot about you. It starts when you're born, and whether you're being a C-section baby or vaginally, whether you're breastfed or formula fed, where you live, and what do your influences, what types of microbes flourish. Things like antibiotic use, toxins, medications, and an unhealthy diet can damage the microbiome and cause a host of autoimmune diseases. And also gastrointestinal disorders, which are so prevalent nowadays. And so your microbiome keeps developing or diminishes over your lifetime. And when you struggle with different ailments, many, many times it's your microbiome that is suffering. And knowing that deep within you resides a community that is desperately trying to help you stay well, if you feed them, you will feel better. And you can improve your health just by rebuilding those microbes with probiotics and prebiotic foods, which are fruits and vegetables, nuts and grains and seeds. They will feed those microbes and make them grow like crazy. So think about your life in the future. Perhaps 20 to 30 years from now, how do you want to feel? Is it possible to feel great into your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond? More and more research suggests the secret to the long, healthy life lies within your gut. And these microbes in your gut may just determine how well you age. So, gut bacteria can determine disease and brain function. Scientists are discovering that gut bacteria can determine whether or not you are seriously or have chronic illnesses, including heart disease, Alzheimer's, cancer, and also your gut also influences how well your brain functions. So it was once thought that nothing could cross the blood-brain barrier and that the brain was devoid of bacteria. But that's not true anymore because there's a lot of studies that found that bacteria in the brain is similar to the one in your gut. So another study found that certain bacteria can actually grow myelin, that fatty layer that insulates your brain cells. It helps brain cells communicate via electrical signals, and it can help grow that, to thicken that, to make those connections stronger. So they did a study of 314 healthy Chinese subjects and showed that lifestyle could be measured at the bacterial species level. It showed that the microbiomes of the healthy older individuals, and some of them were over 100 years old, were remarkably similar to the ones of younger people who were in their 30s. So the scientists in that study stated, while our cross-sectional cohorts precluded the assignments of cause and effect, our results suggest that a diet and lifestyle choices consistent with healthy aging, even into the 10th decade of life, include a healthy and diverse microbiome. There are so many studies being done on mice, fish, flies, and even worms, and it seems that transferring gut microbes from younger species made many of them live 37% longer, increase their activity levels to match the liveliness of their younger counterparts. We have 2 lives, and the second one begins when we realize we only have one. So I have discovered that certain parts of the world, yogurt and kefir have been strongly linked with an unusual number of people who have lived to be over 100. In the Caucasus Mountains, kefir is called the miracle food. It's a staple food there, and many people there live over 100. And some claim to have lived to be over 150. Well, I don't know if that's true, but that's what they claim. So kefir is so much stronger than yogurt because of the many different strains of bacteria in kefir. But I just really don't go very many days without kefir. You guys, I have it every day. I do it because there's certain things that it offers me that others don't. Now, that being said, yogurts have different colonies too. And now I eat yogurt every day too because, first of all, because I love it. It tastes so good. I've kind of substituted yogurt for dessert. So I do all different kinds of things with yogurt. And it's like dessert to me because it's very good. The recipes I have, the things I do, and I really, really enjoy it. And we've gotten some new yogurts in. We got a skyr yogurt in, which is basically a Bulgarian yogurt. It has the same, those 2 same strains, Streptococcus and the Lactobacillus bulgarius in it. Both of them are in skyr and Greek yogurt that we're now selling. And I can make them in an insulated mug. If you haven't seen that, you'll have to go to Culture Food Life and check out my latest blog post on how to make yogurt in a mug. But I am making it constantly because it's so easy and so fun and tastes so good. I think the skyr yogurt is the best tasting yogurt I've ever had. It's delicious. It's out of this world. And so I've been eating that every day. I have kefir usually in the morning, sometimes at night, sometimes both. But I've been really busy right now. My daughter's getting married. They're building a house. Well, they're not building. We're getting what do they call it? An ADU, additional dwelling unit on our own property. I'm so busy. I'm going crazy. I've got so much going on. And so I've just been living on yogurt and kefir just because it's so easy. It's so fast. And I just had some a few minutes ago with mangoes in it because it's so good. And I tell you, it makes a difference. I feel really good eating so much of these strains. And then when I saw that article on that lady living to 117 3 times a day, I was like, okay, I'm all right. So, because I'm having so much of it, but I feel great. And I love these Bulgarian yogurts. We have 3 that we sell: the Skyr, the Greek, and then there's the Bulgarian. The Bulgarian other one has a lot of stuff, and it's good too. I'm actually fermenting it right now to see if that one works in an insulated mug too. You can still do it in a yogurt maker, but I want to see if it works in the mug too, because it's got similar strains. It has a few more strains in it of different things that actually I think add to it. So you guys got to try these things. All you do is like 4 steps. You just heat the milk up, add the culture, put it in a mug, and let it sit. And in 8 to, I would say the longest I've gone was 24 hours, but it usually ferments in about 8 to 10, depending on how cold your home is and how strong your mug is, if it's a high quality one. And boy, is it good. So yogurt has all these different colonies. Kefir has all these different colonies. They help your microbiome grow, and they will help you to stay healthy longer because they help your immune system, and they keep out pathogens. Because if you're eating a lot of yogurt and kefir daily in your diet, those pathogens cannot survive. Those harmful bacteria, they can't, because the other ones will crowd them out. Bacteria wants to dominate. That's its big thing. It wants to take over and dominate, and they fight a little bit for, if there's bad bacteria or something coming in that's harmful, they want to kill it, because that's their job, is to keep you well. And I have done a lot of research on kefir and yogurt, and so many people have rich histories around these types of foods, be it Bulgarian or kefir. And Bulgarian dates back to ancient inhabitants of the Bulgarian lands. Stock breeders would place sheep's milk in lambskin bags, tie it around their waist, and would create fermented yogurt using their own body heat. And they credit themselves with inventing Bulgarians' only source of yogurt. And they've been claimed as the healthiest yogurt in Europe. And that is thanks to a unique bacteria that lives in that country. Now, Dr. Stamen Grigorovich found that those specific bacteria, lactobacillus, responsible for Bulgarian yogurt fermentation, and he went on to identify 2 more bacteria, and that was the Streptococcus thermophilus, and the Lactobacillus bulgaria, which coexisted in perfect symbionts. They worked very well together. And his discoveries led to a Nobel Prize winning Russian scientist, Ilya Mikhailovich, who noted that people live to an age of 100 in Bulgaria, more than any of the other 36 countries in the world that he studied. And he directly linked this to Bulgarians' consumption of yogurt. And the Mediterranean region has become an area of interest for nutritionists, doctors, and conscious living experts all over the world. There's several cultures existing in there, which are, people who are living way into the hundreds, and, they eat tons of Greek yogurt, and it's become a huge market as people gobble it up. It's higher in protein than regular yogurt, and it's a treat for me. I consider it, like I said before, a dessert. And I'm making so much stuff with this yogurt. I'm making ice cream with it. I'm doing special toppings that I put on it. One of my favorite things is lemon zest and a fresh squeeze of lemon, some cherries, a dollop of honey. I mean, we had it for Mother's Day. I had a big thing of this yogurt, and I drizzled honey over it, and I stewed some strawberries, cut up some mangoes with blueberries and bananas. And honestly, it was one of the first things everybody was eating, was the yogurt, because they liked it. And honestly, I've never seen them eat this much yogurt before at my table. So it was just a thrill to watch them. Another thing found on these diets, a lot of people eat Chèvre cheese. This is like a probiotic goat cheese. I eat a lot of goat cheese. It's digested differently than cow's milk, and it's more hypoallergenic. And it's a really good alternative for cheese made from cow's milk. Goat's milk is a lot easier on your digestion. And it has medium chain fatty acids that have been shown to possess all kinds of qualities: antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and that's not all. It has a special prebiotic in it called oleosaccharides that's in goat's milk and isn't in cow's milk. So when you make or eat goat cheese, you're getting that special oleosaccharide. Oleosaccharides are like prebiotics. And it's so good for your gut micro because it makes things grow and multiply that are good, the good bacteria. I use it all the time. I put it on my toast in the morning. I love it to make a tomato bruschetta with it. I love these types of foods. And they're easy and they're fast. And so some of the most important changes in your gut microbiome occur both at the beginning of your life and later years. So if you're getting up later in years, I highly recommend you eat yogurt. My mom eats a lot of yogurt, and I think she's 90 now, or she's going to be 90 in June. And she's doing great. And I mean, she actually lives alone, takes care of herself, has lots of friends, and it's amazing what she's done. She's very conscious of what she eats, and yogurt is something she eats a lot of. So when you examine bacteria from older people, it's normally shown they have lower levels of microbial composition, which is likely due to medications and antibiotics, as well as changes to diet and exercise. And scientists have linked such changes in both the composition and function of the gut microbiome to aging poorly when it becomes diminished. So I just turned 65. I can't tell you how many letters I get from people saying, well, I can't do this because I'm 65. And I'm like, you guys, I'm 65. And I don't feel diminished. I actually feel better now than I did when I was younger. And you don't have to diminish. Okay, there's a couple things about this. I mean, I started my business 15 years ago when I was 50. And I just want people to know that they don't have to diminish. There's a couple of things. Your microbiome needs to stay strong and healthy, but you need to have more muscle because muscle will determine how young you are. Because your body, if it's making and keeping your muscle or even growing muscle, which you can do, and another yogurt that's helpful for that is L-reuteri. L-reuteri is great for helping you to get more muscle and to recover faster and be stronger. So all of these things together, the more muscle you have, your body's like, oh my gosh, she's got all this muscle she's building and doing. We've got to keep her young. It really does work that way. It helps you to not be, you're not falling over as much. You're staying stronger. You have more balance. And it makes a huge difference. And I mean, I just went to the gym last night, and then I do certain things to help me recover too, because L-reuteri helps with recovery. And also I tell you, the more you do it, first you're a little bit tired when you're doing it because your body's repairing itself and building it. But once you get 2 or 3 weeks past that, you're going to have more energy. It's kind of annoying because I wake up so early in the morning because I just don't need the sleep. I mean, I don't need the sleep like I used to. So I just wish it was light at 5 a.m., but I really have seen a difference if you're building muscle, and these yogurts help with that because they're high in protein. You will feel so much better and your body will keep you young. So I just don't want you guys to live your life not feeling good or to think you're getting older because, okay, so if she lived 117 and I'm 65, what is that like? I still got another 50 years. Or maybe I can beat her and be past that. Because I watched the little video of her. I'll put the link in the article. You can look at it. And she looks like she's doing pretty good. So I really think that this age thing is just all about learning and understanding not only your microbiome, but your body and what it needs to stay young. And don't live your life not feeling good. You guys don't know what you're missing. And don't tell yourself you're getting older. You can get younger even if you feel old right now. It's never too late to start. And my own life experience, okay, so now that I don't feel this age. I don't even like talking about it because I don't feel that way. But now that I'm this age, I have wisdom now because I've lived a long time. Not that I didn't before, but I'm like, I told my kids on Mother's Day, am I an elder now? Is that what that means? So I have a lot of life experience. And they were laughing at me because I'm like, look, I understand things because I've lived so long and I plan on living longer. I am not quitting. My husband asked me the other day, He said, well, how long do you plan on doing this? I said, stop. I said, I could do this for a very, 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 very long time. I am not going to sit around and not do anything. This is what I said, Ron, it gets me up in the morning. I said, we were on a little vacation. And I said, all I can think about was all I want to do is go home and make some of that yogurt because I want to launch the product because I'm so excited about it. It's all I could think about. I didn't care about, we were at this beautiful vacation. I did not care because all I could think about was that yogurt. I just could not wait to tell you guys because it's so much fun to make. And you can make it in an insulated mug. It's the coolest thing ever. And it just seems to be easier than getting out a yogurt maker. And I love it. I couldn't wait to tell you. I was so excited. And that's the kind of thing that keeps me young because you guys, I really want to help you because so many people are acting like it's over when they get older and it's not. It's just beginning. I'm so much smarter than I used to be and I'm wiser because I've lived through things and I know how stuff works. I know this isn't the end of the world. It's going to be okay. I've been through stuff before and I know that it always comes back around and it always works. And my own life with these trillions of microbiomes that make me their home, they have been my companions for the last 23, 24 years. And the things that I have learned from loving them, taking care of them, feeding them, and them doing the same for me has changed my entire life. Everything about it has changed once I started understanding how powerful your trillions of microbes are. So my hope is that this will help you too. It is the road less traveled. People aren't thinking about it like I do, but it will make all the difference. And if you sign up to read my newsletters on Sundays, I don't bombard you with emails. I usually just send out one unless we have something special for my members. And I send you one letter every Sunday. And I just try to encourage you to do the things that will keep you healthy, but not only healthy, but make you feel good for years and decades, because I do. There is so much negative news out there right now, and they can scare you about everything. I don't know how we can find anything to eat anymore because they just demonize everything. And I'm telling you, my friends, you are the captain of your own ship. And one day I will convince you resistance is futile. It's going to happen one day. And I am the voice, I am the messenger of these trillions of microbes that have changed my life, and they want to change yours. They already abide within you, and they're here to serve you. Do yourself a favor and feed those little guys and watch what happens. I really do love your guts, quite literally. Thanks, guys, for listening. We'll see you next time.